I think it was you who wanted to do something more in this old school mode. In my mind, I thought, okay, I'm gonna make an LA record. I'm gonna make something that's like a classic songwriter record, but I don't think I really understood.
It's an LA sounding
Absolutely,
record. Yeah.
but I don't know what that was.
But LA 1978.
We should have strings, real
Right.
strings on the record.
Was one of the first ideas.
At first, I think we were thinking it was gonna be like minimal rhythm section stuff.
Yeah, I think it ended up being more rhythm section than originally, because I think we started to see it as more of a balance between the two. Should we talk about the guys in the band?
Yeah.
Do they know who's on this record? You guys know?
I think the problem with it is that I know, and then other musos, when I tell them, their eyes pop out of their head. Like normal people don't quite. Sorry, no offense. If you're watching this, you're not normal. You're good people. Well, for me, as someone who grew up being like a total liner note hound,
reading the credits.
What blows me away about Los Angeles is that there's a real palpable tradition of this stuff. Jim Cox, who plays piano on the record,
it's been on so many millions of records that
it's insane.
Yeah.
It's like if you look it up, you just keep scrolling. And that's coming from someone like yourself, who's also been on a gajillion records.
Jim's knowledge of records and who played on what record and what studio it was done and who was the producer and who was the writer is like, all that stuff's just in his head.
If you know who Larry Goldings is, he plays on the Maceo Parker records in the early 90s when he's young, and he used to be in John Mayer's band, he's in James Taylor's band. So we have Jim Cox, we have Larry Goldings, we had Jeremy Stacy play drums, and Jeremy serendipitously in like, I don't even know, this is like not that long ago, like 2 months ago, had a birthday party, and at the birthday party was Jeremy, Larry was there, and then the bass player who ended up on the record was Tim LaFave, and John Button was there. So basically, the whole band that we used was at this one birthday party, and we were out, and that's when I went to the Frolic Room for the first time.
Right.
And then I got to hear David Jackson's story about watching John Lennon and Harry Nilsson get thrown out while he was at a stoplight. All the stuff out here feels like it's you can still touch it.
It's great. I mean, this town is that's why I love LA so much. Doing a record once and we were like, we needed a Chinese instrument called a guzheng. Can we find a guzheng player? And we found one, literally, I put it on Facebook, and within 15 minutes we had a guzheng player ready to come down. King of guzheng.
The king of guzheng. I don't even know what a guzheng is.